Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back again to Cannon Fodder TV, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. 2 hours late, 3 hours late as initially advertised. I do apologize for that. Some emergency came up. I'm joking. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. There was some emergency coming up, but yeah, we are live and direct. We've got a plethora of new segments that we need to get through. It's going to be a short, sharp show. Remember, there is no easy talk later on this evening. I'm just like enjoying the last bit of my holidays before I return back to my job, school, because of my school job that is. But yeah, we've got a lot of news to get through on this one. We're going to see you on the other side of this music intro. Yes, indeedy. Welcome back again to Canon Fodder TV. It's just telling me, oh, actually, no, the notification has gone there. Yeah, welcome back again to Canon Fodder TV, the channel for Arsenal fans that you all over this world. Yeah, 3 hours late on this one. I do apologize. Some emergency came up early this morning. And just when I was kind of doing my bit of research, I got a call. And I thought, no, I need to attend to the call. And podcasting can take a back seat. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed your rest. I hope it's been a good week. It's been a different week for us, at least over here. But like it says down there, it does say to like somewhere down here. It says to like the show if you want to. Not you don't have to subscribe if you don't want to. Just click the like button, and we'll be very very happy. Also, if you have time, come into the live chat and let me know your thoughts about Arsenal and that game against Man City. Anyhow, let's get into the first news segment of the day. And the first news segment is in regards to our midfielder. Ah, dear, yeah, Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey apparently is well, not apparently he's injured. Charlie Watts has predicted that Arsenal ace Thomas Partey could miss at least 3 weeks of action due to his muscular injury, though it remains unclear as to how serious the issue is. Now, the Gunners have only taken 2 points from their last 3 games, which has seen them relinquish top spot in the Premier League after losing to Man City on Wednesday evening. Many Arsenal fans, though, have been fearing the worst before the game even kicked off, when the news emerged that Thomas Partey would be missing due to an unspecified muscular issue, forcing Mikel Arteta to hand Jorginho his first league start at the the Emirates Stadium. Now, Charlie Watts has spoken on his own channel about the uncertainty around Partey's latest injury, with either being a thigh or hamstring issue facing the Ghanaian international this time. He went on to say that I couldn't say for certain what the injury is in terms of what body part. I've been told that I've been told thigh, but also heard hamstring. So I just don't know for sure. The Arsenal correspondent then went on to make a worrying prediction as to how long Thomas Partey could miss due to what timescale is for a muscular issue. He added, that's a blow, no doubt about it. Hopefully, it's not going to be something too long, but you'd imagine he's not going to play this weekend. You would think. And then it's Leicester next week as well. A muscular injury, you're probably looking at a minimum of 3 weeks. But again, that's me just guessing at the moment. I don't have any real concrete information as to how long he's going to be out for. But I would say very surprised if he plays in the next couple of games. Let's put it that way. Now, Arsenal have only lost one game in which Thomas Partey has played for more than 45 minutes this season, which shows just how important he is to the way that Mikel Arteta sends his team out to play. And while Jorginho is an experienced winner, he is a lot older than Thomas Partey, so may not be able to or can't get around the pitch as efficiently as he probably could do when he was a lot younger. Now, I want to say something very, very quickly, like I always do after a new segment. Jorginho, I mean, I still have a question mark over why we're buying players from Chelsea. Even more so, a Jorginho, age 30, 31. But I've got to say, he had an okay game against Man City. Yeah, an okay game. Didn't have the worst. Probably was probably one of the best performers against Man City. But I thought Jorginho had a relatively good game against Man City. So let's not go all gung-ho on Jorginho just yet, or actually if ever. But I thought, again, Jorginho had a relatively good game. He's no Thomas Partey. I thought he was quite measured, just literally passing the ball through the lines. And when it was, playing the percentage game, look, rather than going for how can I say this, like a pass through a needlehead, he played for percentage. He played the ball back. But I thought he had a relatively good game. It was okay. But I know I can see a lot of player supporters losing their heads again. I was one of them, but Jorginho. But I thought he played okay against Man City. Yeah, he didn't. How can I say? He didn't torch the game. He didn't oh my God, he played so well. He played all right. But yeah, it's just kind of worrying. The news again about a Thomas Partey injured again. I mean, how many times have we said that? Unless you're gonna wake up and have an insurance policy and go into the transfer market and get a player like a Thomas Partey or even better than a Thomas Partey, you're always going to suffer when he's not playing. But I thought, for me, did we really miss Thomas Partey against Man City? Again, when you look at it, it was the fact that we didn't take our chances. You might talk about Bukayo Saka delaying his shot, the Edin Nketiah header, and then the Granit Xhaka delaying his shot as well. That wasn't down to the midfield. That wasn't down to the midfield. And then we had 2 defensive errors. That wasn't down to the midfield. So Thomas Partey plays in the midfield. So I'm not sure how much we actually missed him per se. But that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. All right. So the next new segment. So we are back in action on Saturday. Oh, my goodness. 12:30 kickoff. 12:30. There is no let up. There is no let up. So who are we going to be playing against? Aston Villa. Who manages Aston Villa? Unai Emery. Unai Emery must be rubbing his hands together. But actually, Chris Sutton has predicted on BBC Sport that Mikel Arteta's Arsenal will win against Unai Emery's Aston Villa away from home at Villa Park in the Premier League this weekend. The former Chelsea striker and BBC Sport pundit believes that Arsenal will pick up all 3 points from the encounter, courtesy of a 2-1 win. Now, Arsenal are second in the Premier League, as you can see there on the Premier League table at the moment, with 51 points from 22 matches. Now, Sutton wrote, this has turned into a crucial game for Arsenal, who are without a win in 4 matches in all competitions. He wanted to say, it is not the case that they have a lost form. I was at the Emirates on Wednesday for the BBC Radio 5 Live, and in the first half, they were very good, although Man City controlled things after the break. It doesn't matter really how well the Gunners play here, although they just need to find a way to win. It's really important for their manager and the fans, but also the players too. They are a young team who has a fantastic first half of the season, but the longer they go without a victory, the more pressure they will come under. Villa will be awkward opponents. However, as they showed when they played against City on Sunday, they carried a threat in the second half and could have made it a tense finish. I can see them causing Arsenal problems too, and my head is telling me that it will be a draw, but I'm going to follow my heart, and my heart wants there to be a little tighter race this season. I think this gentleman here, El Maestro, will have something to say. Now, I don't like giving predictions these days, but if you're going to push me for a prediction, I'll probably say a draw against Aston Villa. A draw. I don't think we have the best record against Aston Villa, but I was watching another platform, and Thierry Henry he's been interviewed with Jamie Carragher, and he was saying, look, right, so at home, you got beaten by the current Premier League champions. How are you going to react? What are you going to do when you go to the Etihad and play against the current Premier League champions? Don't panic. Don't panic. But somebody else on another channel said, well, so they are inexperienced. They're one of the youngest teams that Arsenal has, Mikel Arteta. They've not really been in this situation before. Well, they've not been in this situation for the longest time. But the crux of it is going to be now the pressure is even more intense because we lost against Man City. We lost against Everton. We drew with Brentford. The pressure is now on. So when we go and play against Aston Villa at Villa Park, questions are going to be asked, or questions are starting already to be asked. Can you keep the fans on side, Mikel Arteta? Can the players keep the fans on side? Or are there going to be grumblings? Big question mark now over Mikel Arteta. Not from me. I've never called for any manager to be sacked, and I'm not about to flip flop. I'm not about to flip flop. Whatever the weather, whatever happens, I'm always going to support Arsenal. But there are bigger questions to be asked, and I do now see on social media that there are some grumblings about, Mikel Arteta, he's showing his inexperience, this, that, and the other. We have to wait and see. But I think it might just be a draw come Saturday. Now, my brother will be doing a watch along. Yeah, like the London bus. Hey, waiting for a London bus and then two come along at the same time. So he'll be doing his watch along. Aston Villa, actually, if I've done the artwork, Aston Villa versus Arsenal. I believe it is a 12:30 kickoff, methinks. Is it? Yeah, it is. Just trying to find the artwork I think I did do for him. Well, not for him, but for the channel. So check that out. I think he's going to be kicking off with his live watch along at 12:20. So check that out. It's going to be a tough one. It's not going to be as easy as maybe a lot of us think. It would be quite challenging. And of all people, are going to be facing Unai Emery. So I'm sure he's going to be, have his hands rubbing together in anticipation to face his older employees, isn't it? So employees. Right. Come into live chat. Let me know your thoughts. Again, do you think? Come up with a prediction. I mean, I will do it. Actually, let me do it now. I'll do it now. Let me do it now. Predictions for Aston Villa versus Arsenal this coming weekend. The games are coming now thick and fast, aren't they? So give me a moment. Let me just put this now into the platform. Again, predictions for Aston Villa versus Arsenal. I'm going to go for a draw. They say winning can become a habit. Losing can also become a habit. So let me quickly do this. Right. So predictions versus Aston Villa. Okay. Beg your pardon. Or it could be a draw. So let's see. Okay. Pow! Have I done it? I haven't done it yet. I've done it now. Right. So it's out across the universe. There you go. There you go. Right. So that's my prediction. Let's go on to the next segment. And goodness, I'm not upset about these images here. Kevin De Bruyne, who actually went to go and get the ball, and he had to push Arteta out of the way. Actually, Arteta looks a little bit scared. I haven't seen it look from Mikel Arteta. Wow, what's going on there, man? Anyway, Kevin De Bruyne shares his true thoughts on Mikel Arteta after shoving Arsenal manager. Kevin De Bruyne has made his thoughts on Arteta very clear after a heated exchange with the Spaniard on Wednesday. The midfielder Maestro shoved Arteta during the 3-1 defeat at the Emirates, sending them to top of the Premier League on goal difference. Now, De Bruyne let emotions get the better of him early in the season half, pushing his former coach after he kicked the ball away at a throw-in to slow the game down. The Belgian international has only good things to say about Arteta. Arsenal since the clash, though Laban City's title rivals exceptional. He said, I think every year gets tougher because of the quality of the teams. Everyone does such good business and gets so much quality in it. It's hard to play against every team. Doing what we did in the last year, when we come up against every team, they want to beat us, and we know that. So to keep doing what we do is great, but we need to keep doing it and keep going. Arsenal are exceptional. They play such good football, and it's hard to play against them. So I'm not so upset about this. I'm more annoyed that I was unaware of this. So De Bruyne was substituted off, and as he was walking across the touchline, there was a barrage of plastic bottles and missiles being thrown at him. Now, you want to talk about the Arsenal, and we always talk about the class of the club. If we have fans, supporters in a stadium doing that, how can we claim to be a class club? We can't. We can't have that class, that claim of being a class club. Now, what I'm going to say from my personal experience, I know what it's like to be at a football game. You know, you kind of go through the emotions, and you kind of change somewhat. You know, with the atmosphere, seeing your football club play, or maybe your football club losing. So I understand that. But when it comes to you're taking it to a different level, when you've got people throwing missiles at a player, for me, that behavior is absolutely disgusting. Now, I've seen a notice, you know, when you go to the Emirates, you know, if you go onto the pitch, you can receive a life ban. If you hear something or see something, report it. I'm thinking, why is it we've got our fans doing that, throwing missiles? Are we going back to the dark ages when that word, come on. So I hope that Arsenal, the authorities in the stadium, are able to catch those culprits there, because the technology exists. It's there. But again, Arsenal, class club, we can't have that claim. We cannot have that claim. And you know what it is as well? It goes down to the fact that we're all there and happy when it's sunny and our club is winning. We're all in harmony, aren't we? But the moment there's some resistance and we draw and then we lose, are we showing our true colours? The lack of class. It's absolutely disgusting. I mean, you know, Kevin De Bruyne is a wonderful player. If you know, I mean, imagine if he played for Arsenal. He doesn't, but he didn't deserve that. Did not deserve that at all. So again, I hope they catch the culprits. Disgusting behaviour. Absolutely disgusting. Right. I think I've got one more segment I need to go through, and it's a bit of a sorry to end it on this note, but this youngster here, where is he? Charlie Patino got sent off. He got sent off. Yeah, my goodness, was sent off as a defeat left Blackpool bottom of the Championship. Charlie Patino has been backed by a Blackpool boss, Mick McCarthy, despite being sent off. The Arsenal loanee has been a regular for Blackpool this season in the Championship, raising hopes that he could soon be ready for first involvement in an Arsenal. However, Patino saw red on Wednesday night as Blackpool were beaten by Swansea, leaving the bottom club of the table on goal difference. Now, the 19-year-old picked up his first yellow card before a foul 12 minutes after the break, earning him another one as Blackpool went down to 10 men. McCarthy, though, opted not to criticise Patino after the match. I'm not going to be too harsh on Charlie. McCarthy was reported to be saying. So these or those have been the news segments currently running on a Friday afternoon. Yeah, like 3 hours and then some change late. I do apologise for that. Really, really do apologise. But again, it was an emergency that had to be dealt with. I won't be coming live later on. Anyhow, let me go on our Twitter feed and see if there's been any comments there thus far. Excuse me. Right. Okay, there's not been any comments there. Excuse me. Let me retweet that we are live and direct. Okay, that's been retweeted. And now I can go into the YouTube platform and see the latest poll question that we have done was in regards to the prediction. And their predictions versus Aston Villa: a win for Aston Villa, a win for Arsenal, or a draw. With 18 votes so far, which is a little bit slow again for this time of the day, I understand. So out of those 18 votes, these are how the percentages or the votes have hitten so far. Have landed. So 6% of the votes have said it's going to be a draw. 44% of the votes say it's going to be a win for Arsenal. And 50% say it's going to be a win for Aston Villa. Let me delete that. I can't delete it. Oh, dearie me. Anyhow, let's have a look here. Let me refresh the page, please. Right, just 19 votes. Oh my goodness. I'll review the votes towards the end of the live show. It's not good reading. Right, now I can go into the live chat. There's been just two comments there. Thank you very much. It says, hi everyone, Carl. I hope you are keeping well. I imagine you're down to work. Down to work, isn't it? Because I haven't seen you much in the live chat over the last, say, month. And I have not seen one of my mates, primary school mates who moved from the UK to New York. Yeah, who's a Liverpool supporter. Your thoughts on how Liverpool did so far? Emirates will play it very tight, very defensive, but we will have opportunities to win 2-1 to Arsenal. Thank you for that, Eltel. Hope you are well. Yes, so busy. Yeah, I understand that. I've always said that there are other more important things to be doing than to come in live chat than podcasting, unless your life is podcasting. Podcasting is not my life. I've got my family, I've got my job, I've got my health to be thinking about, not so much about podcasting, which are why I've said there will be no easy talk. I'm still on my holidays, even though we're back home. I'm on my holidays. Okay, let's have a look here. Let's have a look. Okay, there we go. Ooh. Okay. Just want to refresh the page and just see where we are at with the latest poll. Again, with predictions for the game on Saturday. Okay, we've now jumped up to 24 votes. Just one like. Right. We've had a slight turnaround, but I'm still not going to read the percentages just yet. Let me kind of see. Come on. Right. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, I think there's been one more comment as well. Carl says I do pop in when I can. Yes, absolutely. And actually, we've had I can say an upturn in the donations now. Not that when you come in, you only give us a donation, but like I said, there are other more important things to be thinking about rather than podcasters. So I do appreciate your presence in the live chat. Carl, I'm not sure if LTL is still watching. On the big Sunday show, of course, coming on a Sunday, yours truly is going to be making an appearance on there. It's going to be the first time. Yeah, I don't know. I feel more comfortable in my hosting chair. To be a guest on another platform, not that I've not done collaborations. I've done quite a few of the collaborations on other channels, but I feel more comfortable when I'm in my hosting chair. But I will be on Channel 4 TV, but I will be on the big Sunday show, 6:30 p.m. It's going to be my brother joining me, Eltel, Richard Godfather, and we've got a return, probably one of the oldest guests on Channel 4 TV returning as well, just for a one-off appearance. That's going to be 6:30 p.m. for the big Sunday show, hosted by not by me, but Paul. Yeah. The things I've got to do. Anyway, I believe we have come to an end on this show over here. I do apologize for it being very, very late. Like I said, I had an emergency that I had to attend to. What's your prediction for the Villa game? Well, I gave my prediction. I said it's going to be very tight. I think at most Arsenal will get a draw. Like I said from the start of the show, as well as winning being can be a habit, losing can become a habit as well. So Arsenal have not won in 4 games in all competitions. It's going to be a tough one going against the old coach, the former coach, Unai Emery. Yeah. At most a draw. Yeah, and the other one a defeat. I'm not going to predict a scoreline. No. So a draw. A 4.4. A 4.4. I'll go for either a 1-1 or a 2-2. Yeah, it's going to be tough, man. It's going to be tough. I was just thinking, 12:30. There's no time for respite, man. No time for relaxing. Squad depth. The players looking a little bit jaded, looking a little bit tired. Gabby Martinelli, a little bit off form. Is it because of Zinchenko? I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure. Anyhow, 4.4. That's a good one. I like that. 4.4. Do you know what? We have finished on this one. And catch me. I will be putting a quick appearance on my brother's watch along. I mean, I did it on Wednesday towards the end of the first half and then towards the end of the second half. So I expect that I will be making an appearance there. And that's it. After that, you'll see me on Sunday for the big Sunday show. Can't wait. Who does City have? Let's have a look. Off the top of my head, who does City have? I can't remember now. Saturday. Man City have Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest. And actually, let me just have a look. The graphics. Yeah, so Man City have Nottingham Forest. I just want to see. So our nearest rivals in inverted commas is Man United. There you go. Okay, cool. All right, so that is it. You will see me again just shifting in and out of my brother's watch along. Make sure you do check him out. It'll be at 20 past 12. 20 past 12. Aston Villa versus Arsenal live watch along, a live commentary from my brother. His colourful commentary, so check that out. Give him all the support that you can, that he needs. He needs support. He does. He's a little bit of support. Yeah, you do. You've got Newcastle. Anyhow, and that's it. Enjoy the remnants of I don't know. Could be your evening. I'm not sure. You might be on that side of the planet. North, Central, South Asia. I don't know. Australia, Japan, China, or maybe it's probably your early morning, which means you're stateside, North, Central, South America. Or you might be somewhere in the middle with me. If you are, God help you. This has been Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world.